Welcome to Money Moves Podcast by KTVAECU. I'm Molly.
And I'm Caroline.
And we're here today on ETSU campus for Welcome Week.
Woohoo!
Stick around to find out what we get into today. Welcome to Money Moves Podcast, the financial podcast without all the fluff.
We're Molly and Caroline, two financial marketing coworkers turned besties, and we're here to help you take control of your cash.
We'll break down everything you need to know to make smart money moves and hopefully not bore you to death.
Think of us as your financial hype squad, bringing you real stories and tips to help you start stacking your cash. So let's start making those money moves. We are not financial experts. We are just two regular people. Always do your own research and ask a professional for personalized advice.
All right, so we're talking with different students about their journey. Where would you say you are on your financial journey?
Pretty good considering I'm a college student.
Yeah.
So, still working on it though,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Are you doing anything to like help you save for your future or anything like that?
Yes, yeah. So I have a Roth IRA, and then I also have a individual brokerage account that when I have extra money above my budget that I try and put money in there.
Awesome. That's great. That's really good like steps that you're taking now early in your life to help set you up for success.
So I came to college already working, but I also got my first credit card when I got to school. You know, I got it in the mail. Got a lot of debt from that, working my way out of it. But also, you know, school refunds are very convenient. So I've also gotten a lot of money from that. But instead of wasting it just on the debts, I want to invest it. That way I can have a lot coming out of it and I'm not just coming out broke.
So I have a savings account
Nice.
that I put at least $10 of every paycheck into, slowly building that up. And then this past year, I got a credit card for the first time.
Nice.
So I've been building my credit too by making little payments on that and then paying it off. But the credit card has been a really cool thing to have. And it's been really interesting to be able to see my credit build, which has been really cool. And I've had a lot of help from like personal banking and from my parents, which has been really nice.
It's interesting because a lot of times I think students feel like credit cards are like, no, they're bad. But it really is a great tool, like you're saying, to help you build your credit. So where are you on your financial journey? All right, would you say that you're like intermediate, expert,
Beginner?
Well,
to be determined?
I have a savings and a checkings.
Okay.
I try not to spend more money than I make.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah, I would say that puts you like right up there intermediate almost. Yeah.
I do not have a credit card.
Okay.
Are you interested in getting a credit card?
Yes, but I want it to be added as an authorized credit user on my parents' card.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened yet. So that's why I've been skeptical.
Yeah.
It's not a need for me yet.
Yeah. That's a good move, though. Being as an authorized signer on your parents' credit card can help build your credit, too.
Right, because I didn't take my own car loan. They are handling that. So I'm not going to get to build that credit.
Yeah.
And that's where the idea came from.
Okay.
What about your rent? Do you pay rent anywhere on campus or you live on campus?
I live on campus.
Oh,
so.
well, okay. Well, once you start paying rent, and if you have an apartment in your name, this is just a hot tip for building your credit. You can actually ask your financial institution to report that and help build your credit as well. So if you ever get an apartment in your name, move off campus, you can actually have that reported to your credit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about your money journey. Where would you say that you are? Are you at expert level, just getting started, somewhere in the middle?
I make a lot of money. I'm a social media influencer.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Managing my money is the difficult part.
Yeah.
It's the management.
Yeah. It's the management. I love that.
It always comes back to the management.
Yeah. So how did you get started into social media?
Well, I actually went to ETSU when I was 21.
Okay.
9 years ago.
Okay.
I went here for 2 years, and I took a break, blinked, and now I'm 30.
Yeah.
But over
That's
this
how it
time,
goes.
I'm actually a hairdresser. I'm a braider.
Okay.
Celebrity hairstylist.
Okay.
So I started braiding hair, got a huge platform on TikTok, over 500,000 followers.
Dang.
Ended up moving to Dallas, Texas, working with celebrities.
Yeah.
And then I turned 30 and decided to come back and finish my degree.
And have you looked at any options yet, like certificates or anything like that, IRAs?
Certificate of deposits, and I've really looked into high yield savings. That's like one of the big things.
Yeah.
I already have a savings account with an okay amount in it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why not get something that's going to give you a higher yield? So I'm at least getting somewhat of the amount
Exactly.
back.
Yeah,
It's big for me.
That's what I love about like once you get a little stash saved up, like really trying to take advantage of those high yield accounts or like certificates like you were saying, because it's just going to help you grow your money even faster.
Yeah, that's important, especially because like what I also like is like with Roths, you know, you can't touch that money for like years and years and years. With a certificate of deposit, you get to set how long you don't have to touch it. While you still have to invest and you get the penalties and fees if you take it out. I'm like, I can put like half my money in and not have to worry about touching it, and then that like will just reset every time
and it'll grow.
So I can just either reinvest it or I can just take it right back out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really like them.
Yeah. All right, we are so excited because we've got a member here. Yay! So tell us about that. When did you join the credit union? How'd you get started at the credit union?
I joined the credit union probably the middle of high school. I'm from Knoxville. There's a lot of KTVAs around, so it's kind of the default option. Something that really drew me was the fact that there was no like big fees to join or anything like that. It's just been. When I was in middle school and high school, if I wanted to buy something online, I'd had to get one of those prepaid cards from Walmart. And then eventually I was just like, why don't I just get a debit card? And I went and I got a debit card.
There you go.
That's the first step.
And so did you just walk in and open an account? Did someone take you? Or?
I went with my mom. I was probably 14 or 15, so I wasn't able to drive myself. But I went with my mom, and it was not a hard process. It probably took less than an hour, probably less than half an hour. I can barely remember at this point, but it was not a headache at all. It was not expensive or time consuming. So it was really great.
And that was history, and you've been a member ever since.
Yeah. We love to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I think we're going to play a little word association game. We just are going to say a word, and then just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay,
right.
You ready?
Ready?
First word, credit.
Union.
Oh, yes! That's the first time we've gotten that. That's so good. Okay, next, credit score.
Oh man, credit card. I don't know.
I mean, that's a good answer. That impacts your credit score. Okay, budgeting.
Saving.
Love it. Okay,
Yep.
and last one for me, debt.
Bad.
Okay, good. No, great answer. Good answer.
That's awesome.
Credit.
Credit, useful but sometimes dangerous, right?
Okay.
That's good.
Next word, budgeting.
Budgeting, kind of painful but important, right?
These are great answers. Okay, next one, credit score.
Credit score, mine's pretty good.
Nice.
Great. Okay.
Credit card.
Credit card, don't have too many.
Ooh,
And they annoy you all the time in the mail.
and they annoy you in the mail.
So
Yes.
true. Okay, last one. What about debt?
Pretty bad, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
You know,
Okay.
there is good debt, but yeah.
Credit.
Card.
Okay. What about credit score?
What do I think about that?
Yeah. First thing.
Free hotel.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay.
Yeah.
Budgeting.
Savings.
Okay.
That's nice.
Love
Good.
that.
Yeah.
And then last one I've got for you is debt.
Financial crisis.
Okay.
Ooh,
good
wow, big
answers.
words. I
All right,
like.
Molly, I think you got one too,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, credit union.
Someone to help you build credit.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good
Love
one. I like that.
What do you think when you hear the word credit?
I think of money that I have to like pay back eventually. Like if I'm
Yes.
borrowing something from a friend, I have to give it back.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay, what about credit score?
Credit score is something that like it determines your like if I had a friend and I let them borrow something and they didn't give it back for like 3 or 4 months, they would have like a bad reputation.
Yes.
So like credit score for me is like you have to be up to date on your stuff so that people will trust you.
Yes,
that's a
I love
great
that
way
you
of
associated
explaining
it.
that.
Yeah,
that's a great
reputation.
way.
It's your reputation.
It's your reputation,
I
but
love
with the banks and
that.
lenders.
Yeah.
Okay, what about budgeting?
Budgeting. So I feel like budgeting is obviously like putting your money places so that you have enough for other places.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't like to spend money, so I stay away from like spending money as much as I can, and whenever I do spend money, I spend a lot of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe it's a problem, but
That's so funny.
So
Yeah.
last word I've got for you. What do you think when you hear the word debt?
Death or debt?
Debt.
I was like, what is death?
What is this? Debt.
Debt. I have like a bad. It's something bad to me.
Yeah.
It stresses me out when I think of debt. I think of like being in a bad situation, bad place, and that's what I was really scared about coming into college, having a lot of debt with student loans.
Yeah.
And luckily, I got through that. I didn't have to have any loans.
Yeah.
That has lifted so much stress
That's
off of me.
awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But, yeah, debt is just bad to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, that's
good.
great.
You're
That's a good
good.
answer. Yeah.
We have one more question for you before you head out.
Mm-hmm.
If you could give one piece of advice to any student coming into college about their money journey, what would it be?
Start saving as soon as you can.
Yeah.
I started working whenever I was 15, and I just automatically started putting stuff into a savings account because I knew that, like, I wasn't going to have any parental help for college. I knew I was going to have to start saving up and doing all of that. And if you start working at a place at 15 and you stay with that place, you'll end up making a lot more money once you get into your senior year.
Yeah.
And so you can like rack up. on that.
Yeah.
But save as much money you can your senior summer.
Yeah.
And just keep it all in an account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you don't have to
awesome.
splurge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you think of credit, what do you think of? What comes to your mind first thing?
Scam.
Why scam?
No, just because I know how the system works. Now, credit, I think is something that you need. I think that's really the key. That's the key to becoming really rich, respectfully, using other people's money and making your own money off of that.
Yeah.
I'm a cash person, so I like to use my own money. But once that credit gets unlocked, that's going to unlock so many things. I think credit is very needed in this country.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, what about the word budgeting? What do you think about that? First thing.
Unknown to me.
Unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar. Random. Foreign territory.
Where is she? Where's the budget?
I actually don't know her. Okay, last word I've got for you. Debt. First thing that comes to mind?
College.
Yeah.
No, debt. I'll say elimination. We're going to speak that into the future.
We're manifesting that.
Manifestation.
Yeah, I love that.
Debt elimination.
So word association game. So first word I'm going to throw at you. What do you think when you hear the word credit?
Card.
Okay, perfect. Now, what about credit score?
Oh, 700s or 650 and up is pretty all right.
Yeah.
Below that, you're running some risks.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer. All right. Next word. Budgeting.
Planning.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't do it without a plan.
Yeah.
Okay. What about debt?
Scary.
Good answers.
Yeah,
good answers.
Credit union.
Oh, I'm gonna
Surprise
say,
me with that one, Molly.
I'm gonna say the TVA credit union.
Yeah, let's go.
So we've been talking to students today, and something that's come up a few times is about credit, your credit card. Do you have a credit card?
I do have a credit card, yes.
Okay, tell us about that and how you got started. Like, what made you decide to get your credit card, and where did you go?
So I had known, like, while I was, like, just working that I would need a credit card eventually just to, like, car loans and student loans and all of that jazz. And once I turned 18, I started getting those credit card, like, mail things.
Yeah.
And one of them was like a student specific credit card.
Yeah.
So you get like cash back for like different seasons. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I applied for it and then I got accepted and now I have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think sometimes students, or at least when I was young, I was like almost a little scared to get a credit card. So like, what are you doing to make sure you stay on top of your credit card payment and you don't like get down the wrong path with it?
So I actually, whenever I got the credit card, it came with like a whole paper of like the different like, I don't know, like
how to pay.
Yeah, how to pay and like when you should pay and like the APR stuff.
Yeah.
And I read through the whole thing because I was scared.
Good.
I was scared. I read through the whole thing. And then I went to their website and learned about how much money I should even be putting onto the credit card. And it was like 30%.
Yes.
And so my credit card has like a 500 balance. And so I like can't put more than 150 on it.
Yeah.
And so I feel good about it because I'm not really stressed too much about it because I read the whole thing and I know what I should be doing.
Yeah.
But
I think that's just the key. It's like learning what you want to use your credit card for and how it works. And like you did a great job of like reading through that, seeing what your APR is, and just really having a good, strong understanding. I think that's just the key to it.
Yeah. And I think you hit a really important note too, which we've talked about over the last few days, which is the credit utilization, staying under that 30%. And that is really what's going to build your credit score. So you did great research.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
We'd love to hear that.
Yeah. I was really scared.
Well, and the number one thing you can do when you're scared is like just knowledge is power. So get that knowledge and understand what you're stepping into.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking a little bit about buying your first car, and you've done that.
Yes,
so tell us about that.
So recently over the summer, I started saving last semester because I knew that I wanted to buy a car over the summer.
Yeah.
So every time I got paid, I would put $200 aside into my savings account.
Nice.
And by the end of the summer, I think it was August 15th, I bought my first car. I had enough money saved up to buy my first car.
That is so incredible.
Amazing.
That's like, I remember like buying my first car. It's like the first big purchase of your life. You're like, oh,
yes. I felt amazing. And I never could save money. So it was surprising that I even saved my money enough to be able to buy the car.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very impressive.
We've talked a little bit about like going car shopping and like things to do. What's one thing that you did to prepare you for like actually going and getting the car? Did you do research? Did you test drive? Like what all did you do?
I basically I did my research or whatever on the kind of cars that would be good on gas on a college student because I don't work. So I depend on my parents a lot. So I did all my research and I just basically went with what was right for me and what fit in my price range and what I had enough money for and what I could maintain. And I went from there. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking with different students today on campus, and you're a senior here, so that's great. That's exciting. So let's do Would You Rather, a little game of Would You Rather.
Yeah, okay. So, would you rather have free textbooks for a year or free gas for a year?
Free gas, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, honestly, I only buy textbooks unless I absolutely have to.
Ooh, yeah.
I use gas for work because I own my own business, so gas would help a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Would you rather have free textbooks for a year or free gas for a year?
Free gas. I drive so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch it up a little bit more. Would you rather have free gas for a year or have your food paid for the year?
Food.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Food's a popular answer, I feel like, with students.
I'm a big foodie. I like eating foods, new foods, interesting foods.
Yeah.
So, and I cook a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like cooking's a little hobby because it's just nice to like take your mind off something and make something that you can enjoy with your friends.
Yeah.
So like I like cooking a lot and I'm just now getting like really into it.
Yeah.
So like being able to just get weird stuff that might be a little expensive for free.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no.
Amen. 100%.
Yeah.
100.
I feel like cooking too is like a great way, like if you're trying to save on your budget and stick to a budget. I feel like cooking is one of those areas where you can still have like good things that you want and quality that you want, but you're still saving. You're not hurting your wallet as bad.
Agreed, because I don't think that people realize that convenience comes with a cost. So like fast food, 100%, it adds up.
And it's not necessarily healthy.
No.
Nowhere close.
At least when you're cooking, you know everything that's going in there. And you get to try out new stuff. So.
You get to choose what you want to marinate it with. And you get to choose the type of pasta and the sauce and what seasonings are in the sauce.
Okay,
it's
so
great.
lunch at your place afterwards,
right?
Yes, of course.
We'll be back. Would you rather get free gas for a year or have all your food paid for the year?
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard. That is so hard. But I'm going to say, I just started driving, so I would say free gas because $40 every week is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
It is. So I would rather have my gas paid for a year than food, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome.
Good answer. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I feel like I know the answer to this one.
Okay.
That you're going to say, but if you could have free gas or free groceries, which would you pick for a year?
Groceries.
Yeah.
Groceries for sure, because I got that good Nissan Altima. Put 40 in there once a month. Yeah, I need the groceries, please.
Yes, I'm with you on that. I feel like food is so expensive.
I was about to say, as a fellow 30-year-old, I feel like the groceries, it doesn't hit the same with some of the youngins as it does.
So you own your own business. That's pretty incredible.
That's right.
So how did you get started with that?
In high school, I was looking just for a way to make some money, and I am an athlete actually on campus, so I don't have a very flexible schedule.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, what can I do with my free time to make some money? And so I started a cleaning business about 3 years ago.
Nice. Amazing.
And then I started that in Knoxville, and then this summer moved it to Johnson City.
Wow, that's incredible.
Awesome. We've had lots of students ask us, like, what are ways that you can make money quick or get started while you're in college? And that's like, I love to hear that you just took on that entrepreneurship and made something for yourself with something that you do. That's incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What would you say to encourage students who are looking for maybe that side hustle or looking to take that leap like you did?
It's tough, but honestly, just get started. I struggle doing that sometimes because I'm like, I just want to sit around. But just getting started, some progress is progress, and progress compounds.
Yes.
Which is tough sometimes, but it really does help.
Yeah.
So I remember, literally my first job, I made money. I was never in the hole, which is good. So there's really easy ways, like cleaning businesses, where you can make money very quickly, and you don't have to necessarily throw thousands of dollars at a business before you can get started.
Yeah, 100%. That's great advice.
If you could give one piece of advice to any student on campus today about saving, what would it be?
There are lots of things you think you need that you don't really need. It's always better to you can always go get something that you need, right? But it's important to make sure that you do put money in the bank, because it can grow, right?
Exactly.
Especially when you put it in like a money market or in a brokerage account.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you could give one word of advice to any student that's on campus, whether it's their freshman year or whatever, for them starting to save and start their money journey, what would it be?
If you don't have a savings account, you need one.
Yeah.
It builds the money on top of itself.
Exactly.
Because it does, like, you get so much like interest into it every once in a while, and it's super easy to just put some money aside. And I'm poor, so I'm not even the person to be like, put $50 in the account every month. I'm like, put $5 in that account.
Just do something
once a month if you can. Put $1 to $5 in that account. Open an account with $5 in it and just watch it grow. And it's super nice to have that safety net if something ever happens. Like if your car breaks down, you've got some money set aside.
Like an emergency savings.
If you need a textbook or something, you've got money set aside.
Yeah.
And you're not having to rely on your parents as much, because college is really a good time to start getting independent.
What about you? Do you have a tip?
Set little goals for yourself. When I first started getting a paycheck, I wanted to save a lot, but I would also like go get a little $3 cake from Walmart to reward myself.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like going crazy spending stuff, but if you set a little goal for yourself on spending money and stuff, it makes it feel a little bit better.
We've had a lot of students talk to us, like, since we've been here, about just that side hustle and trying to get started. Like, you have classes, so there's not always that opportunity for the typical 9-to-5 job. So, like, what's some words of advice you would give to students that's looking for that side hustle to get started with?
Yeah.
I would say find something that you're passionate about. Find something that it's easy to do, something that you like.
Yeah.
The new wave is entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Anything, whether you crocheting stuff and selling it, whether you like to talk and you get on social media.
Exactly.
I would say just find what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And execute it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Amazing advice.
Wow, I feel like we've talked to so many students this
I know. I've learned so much.
Yeah. It's been a good welcome week, you know?
It's been a great welcome
Back
week.
to school for the ETSU students here. Welcome week. Just talking about all the money things. I feel like I need to start a side hustle now, though, after talking to them.
100%.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Maybe I'll start my own cleaning business too.
Ooh,
I'll just directly copy the idea.
Maybe I'll start crocheting or something and making something. I don't know. Yeah.
Any hustle is a good hustle.
Any hustle's a good hustle. Well, thanks for tuning into this episode of Money Moves by KTVAECU. If you have any topics you want to cover, or if you want us to come be on site at your place, send us a message at podcast@tvacreditunion.com.
And if you just absolutely could not get enough of what we're doing, check us out on social media at TVA Credit Union.